Oh, what else are you supposed to say? Would be like Jackie, so fondling them? Oh, so speaking of... So while we're on vacation, the big news was that there was this Stuttering John wedding.
Right.
Stuttering John got married.
Yeah.
On the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And I was shocked to hear... first of all, that you went.
Yeah.
For like 10 minutes, I heard.
Well,
you were literally there for 10 minutes. What was the point? Like, you felt guilty because you're friendly with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I decided to make an appearance.
Right. I heard you brought your boyfriend.
Well, somebody had to drive.
Right. And you were literally there for 10 minutes. So it was almost...
was there longer than 10 minutes. We were there for a whole 2 hours.
So want to hear how people talk behind your back? The whole rap I knew was like, wait a second. She drove 3 hours there, 3 hours back, total of 6 hours, to be there for 15 minutes.
That's right.
I said,
That's
hey.
exactly why I was screaming at John in the first place.
Right. What's the point? So you had to go there to make an appearance?
Yeah.
Okay. So I thought you were just going to fly over in a plane and wave. You know?
I wish I had thought of that.
Yeah. Why'd you call me? I would have told you what to do.
Parachute.
Yeah. Pain in the ass to get out to the Hamptons, right?
It was a nightmare.
Nightmare, yeah.
It took Scott DePace 5 hours.
Yeah, why
to get to
bother?
John's wedding.
It's John.
So many people walked in late and missed the ceremony because there was not only the one little road with tons of traffic on it on Saturday morning, there was a brush fire.
Right.
To add to the complication.
Completely inconvenient. I heard the bride had sort of a dress but then whipped off into a bikini or something. Was that
I didn't stay long enough
Jackie,
to
did you see the ceremony?
Meltdown.
Oh, we missed the ceremony.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jackie was late. Everybody was late.
Yeah. And Jackie lives out all the way out on Long Island.
Just one little tie-up on that road. That's the only road going there.
Yeah. Well, first of all, to make a wedding out there is tremendously inconvenient because John kept saying to me, why are you not coming? Why are you dissing me? And I go, hey, man, don't put your wedding, somewhere where no one can get to it. I'm not that interested.
You'd be better off in a boat trying to get there.
Right.
I just want to show you. You want to know what John's wife looked like? This isn't from the wedding, but this is the kind of top she was wearing.
Let's see. This is a picture of her?
Yeah.
The breasts hanging out? That's
Only
cool.
matrimony.
Sure, I was very proud.
Well, it was a pretty funny wedding. I said it was one of the most hysterical weddings I've ever been to. Because it was literally at a house.
Yeah.
And you walk around the back of the house.
Yeah.
And, in the area where they're usually having a barbecue or something, there's all the wedding party trying to set up.
Yeah.
And then they have, this runner going down to the hot sand on the beach and a little gazebo set up right at the water.
Yeah.
And people who are strolling the beach are joining the wedding. And
Robbie, you call that a frat party with a rabbi.
Absolutely.
All right?
And then they had these plastic chairs set up on the sand.
Yeah.
And so the mother of the bride and the mother of the groom are there in their formal outfits, and they sit in these chairs and sink into the sand.
This is great. Is this the bride? Is that at the wedding?
Yeah.
Oh, she's wearing a white wedding dress on the bottom, and then there's a bikini top.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, Howard, I do have to say the best thing John did at this wedding was, John's wife is really hot, and all her friends are really hot.
Right.
So all her friends were running around in bikinis. As soon as the ceremony was over, everyone got into
stripped down into bikinis.
Yeah, and so John figured out a way to get every one of his friends' wives and girlfriends into bikinis.
Well, that's at least that makes this 7-hour trip worthwhile.
Not for me.
Yeah, right. You didn't care.
I could have cared.
Yeah.
I mean, did you just go right back home?
Your wife looks nice, man. I mean, it's cute and everything, but it's not traditional, that's for sure.
I didn't want it to be traditional.
Yeah, we know that.
The funniest thing was watching, the parents tip over in these lawn chairs in the
sand. Yeah. Everything, old people don't dig that stuff. Sometimes you got to think about your parents.
And
they loved the wedding. It was really fun, Howard. We were drinking.
Good, I'm glad I missed it. Glad I missed it.
And then it was like a regular barbecue.
Yeah.
And there was, a rabbi and a priest. You got to get two people to officiate it.
Yeah, well,
I saw the priest. It looked like he was melting.
Howard, the best thing is, while my wife is walking down the aisle, the rabbi whispers in my ear, "You have the check?" I go, "Do I have the check?"
He's a Jew.
I go, "I don't have the check on me." He goes, I really need to get paid.
Yeah.
I go, he goes, "Does she have it?" I go, "She's in a gown. She doesn't have it. She's walking down."
Hey, man, the guy's a businessman. Where's his money? He knows you. He's looking at you going, this guy can't pay me. Of course he wants his check. So anyway, the big news was, I'll go through John's wedding real quick. The big news was I immediately get reports that, John lost his wedding ring within 5 minutes in the water.
Are you kidding?
No.
It was loose. I knew it was going to come over.
It was what was it, platinum with rubies and diamonds?
it was white gold.
And his wife got all upset.
It was handmade.
Yeah.
Well,
because he jumped in the water because he's retarded.
I'm never into wearing a ring anyway. She wants me to wear a ring.
Well, you showed her.
Just throw it away. Why don't
Yeah,
you?
well, he's a rich guy. He can afford to do that.
I don't,
It's no big deal. He's a high finance type.
I forgot about it 20 minutes later.
You didn't care.
No.
You're never going to wear it anyway.
As soon as Jackie hit the stage.
All right, so anyway, the other big news was everyone had to call me about Jackie.
What happened?
Long story short, here's the bottom line. Jackie is just such white trash and has no clue that he is. I mean, I must have gotten a call from at least 10 people saying, did you hear about Jackie? I said, tell me about Jackie. What could he have done? Jackie gets out there. Jackie's a pretty wealthy guy, right? I mean, he makes real good money.
It makes good money.
Yeah, don't believe the poor man act. He's got 3 homes, okay? So, gets out there, could have gotten a hotel, whatever. No hotel. Him and his wife show up, and they're going to just they brought they brought air mattresses with them,
right?
And they're going to sleep in John's. And meanwhile, John's is going to be packed with about 50, 60 people. It's a little tiny house, but Jackie wants to be part of the scene. So they get there, and Jackie immediately, him and his wife start drinking.
Yeah.
But not like drinking, social drinking, but like, hey, we're going to get S-faced.
All right.
And we're going to
really guzzle it.
Yeah, we're going to guzzle. And they drink. What were you drinking, Joke Man?
Some beers in the tent.
Okay. Beers.
See, this is why I left early. I said, I don't like to see this meltdown.
Yeah, the meltdown is what you missed. Because, I mean, I'm telling you at least 10 calls. Everyone said, I want to be the first one to tell you about Jackie. I said, okay.
Because all your spies were there.
And, I listen, and at first it doesn't sound that bad, and then as the stories continue, and I go, oh, my God, what is with this guy? I mean, is there, imagine, and then I start thinking, imagine if he had more time off. The guy would just kill himself. Yeah. So,
because this was like the first day, he wasn't even bad that day.
Yeah, I mean, John's white trash and all that kind of stuff, but Jackie is real white trash.
He's the epitome.
Trailer trash.
The king.
Right, the king of trailer trash. No matter how much money you give him and dress him up, it still doesn't make a difference. And his wife is mad that Jackie drinks all the time, but she's as bad when she starts drinking with him.
Yeah. So what did they do?
So, okay.
Still trying to find something to argue with him about.
Right. So they get out and Jackie, the first thing I heard was that Jackie passed out first on the beach. Was just
No, this is...
No, he passed out later in the wedding.
Okay,
He passed out
He passed out periodically.
After the wedding.
Wait. Jackie was like weekend... Jackie was like Weekend at Bernie's. Here's the deal.
It was the Days of Wine and Roses, the two of them.
Yeah. So Jackie's wife is wearing a bikini, all right. Did she first pass out on the beach?
Here's what happened.
What was the point where Jackie said, hey, honey, can you put your private parts back in your bathing suit? Everyone's staring.
That was around 6.
Yeah.
That was around later in the
First thing was when I had to get Jackie up the stage.
Okay. So Jackie decides, John had a band there.
Right.
Who did, traditional kind of wedding type music. They did some rock and roll. They did Billy Joel. They did this Okay. So Jackie goes, hey, I'm going to go up and do a number. Now he's loaded out of his mind.
So now he's got to perform.
Yeah. He goes up and he sings his marijuana song.
Yeah. I requested it.
No,
Thank you,
they call it marijuana.
The pot song.
He goes up. Let's tell the story.
Okay, so Jackie goes up to do the pot song. I didn't even see that. I was on the beach.
Right.
Well, I walked up to get something to eat.
It's like old people there. He's singing about marijuana.
And the first thing I hear is
and kids. Yeah.
John, he finished the pot song.
Right.
And then he's doing some...
Call it marijuana, and before the song is done, explain to all you people how this outlaw...
But he's blasted out of his brains,
But
okay?
who's playing the guitars?
Jackie is
Jackie.
And he couldn't remember the song, so
Right.
he would stop each verse.
What band was trying to follow
And
him?
Jackie's doing monologue and stuff up there. Go ahead.
So there was a tent right up near the band where most of the older people, the family people, were hanging out.
Right.
So Jackie's just doing this monologue, and lo and behold, a lot of the words in the monologue start with the F.
Right. F and the C word for a woman.
Gary, that's an outright
John,
lie.
Jackie, I've heard this from 20 people.
Somebody
20? Now we're up to 20?
I was probably...
Yeah.
The thing that grabbed me is, especially with the family and the kids and everything there,
Right.
Jackie does a joke like how John's baby's an accident,
Right.
a whole thing in front of the whole family.
Right.
It was an accident that I came here, and also I forget about John's accident, in front of everybody.
Yeah.
While the baby's staring at him in the...
Jackie's anger comes out when he drinks.
So he does a pot song, right?
Right.
I missed that.
All he was supposed to do was one pot song, then Nancy was going to do a song.
Right.
That Susanna and then that's it.
So then I walk up, and at one point John pulls me off to the side. I'm looking to get some food, and he goes, you got to help me out. And I go, what's the matter? He goes, I can't get Jackie off the stage.
Right. Listen.
You could ask me to stop.
Oh, please.
I did. I said it. You didn't want to listen.
Go ahead.
So he must have done... Jackie did the pot song, and then he did some other song I didn't recognize. Then he did And he was, and Jackie, God bless you. But you could, and I'm not saying I'm a singer.
He was blasted. Go ahead.
I'm not saying I'm a singer, but he did In the Midnight Hour, you know, the Wilson Pickett song.
Yeah.
It was in a key I didn't even know.
Right,
Oh,
right.
why weren't you taping this?
Did you tape?
I mean, we'll see. I'm sure it's on tape.
Oh, really?
Well, there was, a video guy probably captured it.
Oh, he did. Well, get it, man.
I hate
How long does a video guy need to develop his video tape?
tell the whole myth.
Yeah.
So in the middle of In the Midnight Hour, I thought John was like yanking me around, playing a practical joke on me. But he was serious. He goes, really, it's the third song. Because nobody's dancing anymore.
Right, and Jackie was doing his repartee in
This
between.
is the deal. The Nerds were the band that played the wedding. They're so great.
Yeah.
People loved them.
Right.
That I wanted to get them back on the stage.
I heard Jackie stopped all activity.
Yeah,
People were leaving.
So we were having fun and watching. It was hot, and all of a sudden it was like the pot song was like, okay, it was great.
I
figured then my neck started to hurt, and it wasn't fun.
I figured Jackie 5 minutes, Nancy 5 minutes, boom, boom, bang.
But how long is Jackie on at this
Jackie was
point?
on for 20 minutes.
When you went to Gary? 20 minutes already?
At least 15, yeah, about
Right,
15, 20
go
minutes.
ahead.
Now, I got to climb the stairs. Now, I feel like an idiot, but I'm trying to help John, so I got to climb these stairs, because if you can imagine,
With your fat ass, that's a big
my fat ass knew when to leave.
Right.
So I know it really was like a frat party.
Right.
The band was like on the second floor.
So how did you get him off?
So I had to climb up to the stage, and I waited till there was like sort of a break.
Yeah, sort of.
It's sort of a break, like when Jackie stopped
I
singing.
kept stopping to try and remember the
Stopping to drink.
I walked up, I felt so bad. I grabbed the microphone and I go, hey, let's have a big round of applause. Jackie the Joke Man, wasn't that great? And everyone started to clap. And then Jackie turned around to me and he goes, what? You taking me off? What are you doing? And then later on, about 20 minutes later, Jackie pulls me off to the side and he put his arm around me and I felt so sad for him, so bad. He looked really sad and he goes, it was time, wasn't it? Yeah, I go, it really was, man.
Gary
He was so loaded. Wait a second. Wait. I wanted to hear the end of the song.
But see, I'm saying to myself, now Jackie was disputing what was being said earlier when he said, thank you, John, for saying you asked me to do that. Like, he didn't really want to get up and do the
Right.
song. But 20 minutes later, he's still there.
Funny thing though, Howard, people
Stop the party cold. Because Jackie thinks she's the life of the party.
People will yell and Jackie, tell a joke. I'm not telling jokes. I'm not working. But I'll play every song I know.
Right. Yeah, that's not work.
do is tell a dirty joke.
All right, so anyway.
Gary grabs the guitar. I said, Gary.
And what was Jackie peppering?
And he said, John sent me to take
And he's peppering his language with the F word.
I did hear a couple
Well, he was
of
loaded. Okay, all right. So Jackie and Nancy continued to drink through the...
Oh, Nancy never got to do a song?
Yeah,
she played a song.
She played one and
She knew enough to get off.
All right.
Threw eggs at it.
Right.
So that, Howard, is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So now it's 6 o'clock.
Right.
Now this whole thing started at noon. At 6 o'clock, I gather up my stuff. We're getting ready to leave.
Yeah.
And
because you're going to a hotel.
yeah,
like
we're
a normal
going
person.
back to our hotel. We're going to
Right.
take a
And you
shower.
even invited Jackie to go to your hotel, didn't you?
I said, would you guys like to come out to dinner with us?
Right.
And they said they weren't sure what they were going to be doing.
Yeah. They were going to be drinking and making a pest
They
of
hadn't
themselves.
gotten drunk enough yet.
Right.
So when I left, it was 6 o'clock, and Nancy was flat on her back, and Jackie was...
This was on the beach, right?
On the beach, and Jackie was
Passed out, right?
And Jackie was in a fog.
This is
Right.
the wedding house or my house?
Passed
Yeah. So wait, now
This
the
is part
story...
of the tent. This is by the tent.
It's a wedding house?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Sort
didn't
of
know
by
that.
the tent.
Yeah, and her legs were spread, so Jackie asked her to close her legs,
That I
right?
didn't see. Somebody else told me that.
Right,
They were
right.
fine. He started yelling at her to close her effing legs.
All right. So now...
Nobody would have made that up.
No. So wait a second. Then...
Close your
Sounds
effing
real.
mouth.
So John invites
Sounds like
everybody to watch
Dominic
the Tyson fight that night.
Yeah.
And of course, about 900 people in there. You can't
Howard,
get near the TV.
That was Weekend at Bernie's.
Right.
You know, like when they have the party at Bernie's house, and people just come. It's this quiet neighborhood. The houses are really expensive.
Right.
Everyone pays a lot of money to live there in the summer.
Right.
John's house has like a spotlight on it.
Right.
Cars are coming from every direction. People are just piling in.
Right.
When we walked in, I was with my buddy Ross and his girlfriend,
Right.
Mary. We walk in, people go, don't even go in there. You can't even see the television.
Right. So anyway, Jackie decides to sleep there for the night or whatever. After
He's
the
just going to
fight,
stay at John's house.
John was gonna. If John had one room where a lot of people were gonna sleep, right? Like just sort of like lay down on the floor, I guess, and sleep on mattresses or something. I don't know what they were gonna sleep on, but Jackie brought his own air mattress. But Jackie was so blasted that Jackie just was laying on the floor, on his back, snoring.
Wait,
Drunk.
you missed a lot of story here.
Okay, go ahead.
The first thing is Jackie slept in the hallway, and his head was by the door. There's 2 bathrooms.
bathroom
one
door.
downstairs.
Right.
So a friend of mine was coming up to open the door, and he kept trying to open it. Boom, boom, kept hitting his head against something. Boom. Kept hitting the door against something.
Right.
And Nancy goes, "Stop it!" And pulls Jackie away, slides him away from the door. The guy's hitting his head.
Jackie is so loaded that the guy's slamming a door into his head, and Jackie doesn't wake up.
A nappy.
Let me ask you something.
How drunk.
Did you wake up? Did you wake up the next day and like did your head hurt?
No.
I mean, was it bleeding at all? Because the guy said he was opening the door into your head.
Please.
Yes.
Did you remember
My
any of
friend
this?
Danny.
So then,
Howard, I got to tell you, one of the
no, of course he doesn't. He blacks out.
One of the best parts of the story is
Yeah.
that what Jackie was wearing, because I couldn't get over it.
I heard Nancy was in front of a door too, and
Yes.
Yeah, she was sleeping too. They were all
In the hallway, though. It
in the
wasn't even
hallway.
like in a bed or
Right,
anything.
so like
And
Jackie.
they don't live that far away.
No. So Jackie's passed out in the hallway, and people are trying to sleep, but Jackie is like, so loud that they all get up and they have to leave. So Jackie clears the whole room. He thinks he's being a hippie and being communal and everything, but you just lay him down and he just makes a noise.
You should make it. Hold on. You should make it clear that when Jackie fell asleep on the floor, that was during the Tyson fight.
Right.
So there was all these people there. I mean, it was.
Right, and they're walking over Jackie.
Before the fight started. You guys are all.
Oh, excuse me. In other words, the fight wasn't on.
know.
There were 70 people in the house.
70 people and Jackie's sleeping.
70 people. Jackie's sleeping. The fight wasn't on yet. I stand
How do you
corrected.
sleep through that, Robin?
But people were walking over him.
Jackie was wearing stupid pants.
Oh yeah, I heard that. I heard that Jackie wore stupid pants.
Joey
and-
Buttafuoco?
Yeah, Joey Buttafuoco pants to the wedding.
You weren't wearing
pants?
stupid pants?
I changed into them later.
Yes.
so?
When you were dead asleep, like dead weight, before the fight started, but there were 70 people in the house, you were wearing stupid pants.
Yeah, that's not wearing them to the wedding.
No, I didn't say you wore them.
Well, it was a wedding.
Robin just changed.
I just said it.
Oh, you said
Yeah,
Jackie,
make up
wearing
your
them
mind.
anywhere is a crime.
Stupid pants.
I like them.
But
Yeah.
Are you
see,
stupid?
Gary, when you're
I know-
wearing regular pants, they look like stupid pants.
Yeah, but good try, but you're not going to win this one.
Hey, so Jackie and Nancy are passed out. And what was with Nancy?
Oh,
She
yeah.
was-
So, me and my girlfriend
What was
slept
she
on the beach
drinking?
until about 4:30 in the morning.
Right.
And then we said it was cold, so we're like, okay, let's go back inside because John's wife made us like someplace to sleep.
Yeah.
And then we walk in, and it's like I thought it was a homeless person sleeping on the deck, and it was Nancy.
in the freezing cold.
A freezing
Passed
cold.
out.
She's homeless sleeping on the deck, but you're fine sleeping on the beach.
Yeah, I had to go inside. It was freezing.
She was feeling no cold.
But Howard, then when I woke up, I walked out and Jackie was on the deck.
Someone moved him out there.
Everyone couldn't take him.
Well, maybe what they did is they moved him over
Probably
there.
dragged him out.
Someone told me who was like a huge fan of the show, and he loves Jackie, and he came back to my house, and Jackie was slobbering of this tuna sandwich, and it was falling all over his face, and he was yelling at everybody. The guy said he totally lost his all respect for Jackie.
What was he yelling?
I don't know. He was just like, oh, yeah, man.
Pretty good, man. All I heard were doors were opening into Jackie's head.
But it was only a couple of beers.
Yeah. I just had 2 beers.
A couple of beers.
A couple of beers is like
Can't
30
take
beers.
shots because like crazy things would happen.
Well, what was Nancy drinking? My God.
I don't know.
Nancy who?
What was she drinking?
I saw Nancy.
But they're
pass
so
out.
perfect for each other because...
Absolutely, they're just the same.
Yeah. I thought she was upset with his drinking, but evidently not.
She's upset because he makes her drink.
I felt so bad because I had this big room for all the people to like sleep on sleeping bags in the big room, but they all had to leave because Jackie was snoring so loud. So then he took the whole room for himself.
I know. Jackie cleared the room. He's going.
So he always knew there'd be a room
Yeah.
at John's house for him.
Yeah, so I was getting calls left and right. First person to call me was Ratso.
Really?
Yeah. He clocked in first.
That's funny. So he wins the prize.
Yeah. Dominic clocked in early. There was a lot of people.
You should have guessed that.
I
Yeah.
hope you have a picture of Dominic trying to make it down to the beach.
What was he wearing? He wasn't wearing trunks.
He was
was
in a
he?
suit.
He was in a tuxedo.
No. Was he?
Yes.
A 900-pound guy on the beach in a
The
tuxedo?
potholes he lives in.
You know what? He's really
No wonder you were drinking.
he's really 20 pounds away from a walker.
Really?
You know, like fat people have to use that walker.
Yeah,
He's
right.
getting close to that.
Yeah. That's funny.
It's like he's walking through wet cement. It looks like.
He was telling me he lost a few pounds. So anyway, it was like the Jackie white trash,
Yeah.
thing.
White trash wedding.
Yeah. I mean, I had my vacation was sedate. I just stayed inside and watched Xena. I watched Xena.
All of them?
About 5 of them. That's all I could take. I thought I was into it, but I'm not.
I tried watching one episode, and
I can't get
it
through it.
loses me in 2 lines.
I swear to you, I watched one the other night, and maybe, I don't know why I was in the right mood or something, and I saw it, and it was kind of funny. It was kind of neat. And plus, she's kind of attractive, and the boobs are showing, and she's got a nice ass and legs, and she's always evidently involved in, like, this true Xena lookalikes.
Right.
And,
Well, that's what I can't figure out. Every time I tune in, she's one person and then she's another person.
Well, you know what? She's such a fine actress that she wants multiple roles.
Getting hit in the head with a door is more entertaining.
Yeah. Your head didn't hurt at all?
No.
Oh, man. They dragged him
right in
How
front of the
would
door.
he know why it hurt?
I like Nancy's job is to move Jackie.
But she's like, wait a second, and let Jackie
Kept
down.
slamming the door into Jackie's head. He can't get the door open.
At least she woke up to take care of her man.
Oh, yeah. She's a good woman, I tell you. She should be very proud.
Oh, goodness.
Jackie, man, you need to get some class, man.
You're a jerk off. Sit in your basement and watch TV.
Unbelievable. Oh, yeah. I'd rather go to somebody's house and have people slam doors in my head because I'm so loaded I can't get up.
You'd
And that's the
rather go
difference
out
between me and you. I really would, brother.
But you know what's oblivious?
and
You're
pass
so
out on the
oblivious.
beach.
I mean, everyone's talking about what white trash you are. I mean, I'm getting calls from all over the country.
Do I look affected?
No, you don't care. Hey, I'm trying to get out of this can. Could you move this guy's head?
Now, you're going to be pretty drunk to not
Excuse me,
wake
sir.
up.
You're hitting my husband's head with the door. Drunken Jackie.
That's the franchise you're begging against.
Hey, that's my wage earner. The franchise. That's my future you're slamming into with that door.
Do you know how much that's worth?
Never felt it.
That's my man.
In all fairness, it was a light door.
You have no idea that a door hit you in the head, do you?
What?
You had no idea.
No, because I never told him that the next day. So.
And he had no idea that people were bored that he was on stage for so long. No idea. No clue to read the crowd. That it was time to get off. The pot song was funny.
I will admit that all day.
Right.
But that's exactly
You hand
why.
Hand me a guitar and
I knew I was
kill
done. I
people.
knew I was done.
Yeah.
I kept saying, Jackie, one song.
Right.
And
And he had no class.
Jackie, what,
Yeah,
you're so
Jackie,
full of
I
crap.
swear to
John,
God, Jackie,
our
you were
friendship's
loaded.
over.
Good.
Our friendship's
I was
over.
yelling. I had to get Gary because I didn't want to upset you.
Jackie so doesn't care what people think that when Gary said, you know, hey, Jackie, get up, he's like, oh, I guess it was time, huh? It's just like, you know.
He doesn't look out at the crowd and see that
But you know what Jackie says to them? Hey, I'm having fun. I love playing
they
guitar.
love me.
They love me.
It went from the whole place dancing to suddenly everyone like, all right, what's going on?
sing along goes just like this.
You mad?
Cola makes all way before your time. Cola makes seat back to your brown whiskey to celebrate digits. Your body weight comes out of you and you're drunk. Ready? Shut up!
I got the did he have a harmonica?
Tried to play that one too.
Did he have a harmonica?
Oh, thank God.
Hey, kid, open the bathroom. The guy's head blocking them. There's a doorstop.
Go makes over baby for your time. Shut up! Go makes you sleep right through your prime. Now whiskey to celebrate.
He knows.
Just gives your body weight and comes out of your hands.
Look how Jackie knows the difference between beer and whiskey.
The band was very relieved when it was
Cold Gold makes you old way before you talk about whiskey is just for, you know, your body rush. You got a whole...
Who even knew?
Who knew that?
There are rules.
It is Jackie's prize. Hey, Nancy.
Hi.
Proud of yourselves? I thought you were the class one. I thought that you were, like, upset with Jackie's drinking, and I thought that you were all upset that he's an alcoholic.
Well, I'm upset with his drinking when I'm not drinking along with him.
Yeah, obviously. No, but in all seriousness, I really thought that you were, like, sort of trying to get that whole thing under control, and then, like, you go out and get blasted, too.
That was a great wedding.
Oh,
Such
great
a good
wedding.
party. No, but listen, the reason I called is because I thought when you started saying that everybody was calling in about Jackie, I thought for sure that you were going to be talking about when he got undressed in front of everybody.
Oh, I didn't see that.
What did he
I
do?
woke you up, seriously.
I just heard you were naked on the, like, practically naked on the beach with your legs spread.
That is not true.
But you were in a bikini, and evidently things were hanging out, and not just your breasts.
I don't have anything to hang out.
Well, I don't know. Jackie even had to go. I mean, Jackie was so loaded, he goes, hey, Sirianni, can you close your legs?
Even he noticed.
Yeah. I think it's like a woman.
Out of a drunken stupor.
Yeah.
Everybody was being very understanding. No, Jackie, when he put on his stupid pants, he stood in the middle of the living room with whatever 40 people around,
Right.
removed his shorts, removed his underwear,
Underwear, too?
and put on his stupid pants.
Here's my penis.
I probably was outside.
Were you upset with him?
Well, I was like, giving him the obligatory dirty look.
I mean, don't you not want to be the center of attention just for 2 minutes?
No, I think they
No.
must enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, like, she's got to run around naked practically.
You gotta
And,
drag him away from doors.
I mean, she's got a nice body. She's got a
That
great
was a little
body.
bit much.
She got a great body, but I mean, like, spread your legs on the beach passed out. I mean,
I didn't have
you're getting older now.
You know I didn't do that.
Yeah,
know that
okay.
How would you know?
How would you know?
Like you were
Blame Dominic for
past
that.
I only heard from about 40 people.
Hey, Nancy.
Now we're up to 40.
Hey, Nancy, how hard was it to get Jackie up the stage? Be honest.
How long was he on stage?
How hard was it to get him off?
Well, I wasn't trying to get him off stage, but yeah, he didn't want to go. He definitely didn't want to go.
I'm telling you, Howard, it was like...
But I mean, can't you read I mean, Jackie,
I swear
read,
to God, I
read
never
the
saw
situation.
John tell me to get
Nancy, didn't you see me going, Nancy, get him off?
Nancy, be honest with me. How many
No, I
beers?
was on stage, John.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at
Nancy,
you.
did you drink beers?
Me?
Yeah.
I think I was drinking champagne
Oh,
that day.
so how much champagne did you drink?
I drink beer.
See, I think Nancy's got a drinking problem too, maybe.
Sure.
Jackie's willing to agree.
Wine and rose.
But I don't understand. Like I thought she was reading all those books about how to live with an alcoholic.
But here's the deal.
Yeah.
This is my impression of it. I think that
Maybe
they both...
they're about herself.
They both were going to a wedding.
Right.
They both knew they didn't have to drive home that night.
Right,
So
exactly.
they wanted to party. That's for Nancy. But I think Nancy gets upset. You know, Jackie wants to celebrate Thursdays, Groundhog's Day. Jackie likes to celebrate more often
Right.
than Nancy.
I see.
Nancy doesn't mind celebrating once in a
But
while.
Nancy gets so loaded. I think they get so loaded that like anything can happen. They want stuff to happen. Like Jackie,
And anything does happen.
like I'm pretty sure if like I was there and I was loaded, I could have just jumped on top of Nancy and
Oh,
done it.
sure.
Sure.
And then no one would have been mad because I would be drunk.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's sort of like the liquor thing.
I don't know if she would have
Right.
protested,
A
but
liquor
Jackie was in no
excuse.
condition to stop.
Right. I would have probably. If I saw her on the
Jackie
beach in a bikini with her legs spread, I would have jumped on
I
top.
was not on the beach with my
Imagine they caught me off.
Your bare ass would have scared the whole wedding.
Hey, let me tell you something. My ass is looking
That's it.
fine.
That's
I actually noticed that this morning.
It is looking good, right?
You look like you lost more weight.
I lost more weight. I put an inch on my ass. You know what that means? I redistributed.
You put an inch on your ass?
That's right. It's now like a bubble, like a black man.
still hanging like
I hope it's an inch of muscle.
Of course it is.
Let's see.
Hey, come here, Gary.
What?
Feel this. Come here. Feel my ass.
Feel my ass.
It's like solid steel.
Feel those dimples.
It's not the fart man ass that you guys are. There's no joke left here. Just feel that, man.
Howard?
What?
Sons of steel,
Yeah,
huh?
punch that.
That's pretty good.
And what do you mean pretty good?
Pretty good. It doesn't,
Get out your hands off my ass, you faggot.
it doesn't look like...
Get out of here, you big tooth fag.
Kiss it. How would you kiss it, Gary?
It
Guy
doesn't
grabbed
look
my ass.
like the ass from the Channel 9 show
No
when you did
kidding.
Right Said Fred.
That's right. It's good.
Jackie, there's no way to deflect the fact that you were drunk as a skunk that day.
naked.
I admit it. Now
He
go
was
grab your
standing there with
boss's
his
ass.
penis hanging out.
Oof.
And I know what Jackie looks like. It's not
It's not pretty, yeah. There's nothing
these
hanging.
young people having to see that.
Yeah, young, impressionable people.
Three things are hanging, you know.
Yeah, sure. You keep drinking. You must have been drunk.
his belly and his breasts.
Well, anyway, the Martlings made quite a scene, I understand.
boy.
Okay, well, I just wanted to set the record straight.
Thank you.
See you later.
All right, sweetie.
Bye.
Give me a nice kiss. Oh, that's it. That girl's so ready for me.
She looks great, man.
Yeah?
She looks awesome.
She really does.
Her body is in unbelievable condition. I don't know how she can drink like that and look that great.
Jackie says because she moves her bowels in such an intense way that everything, like a buffalo, right?
You would drink like I do, too. Wonder the porcelain doesn't break.
Yeah, his wife's got a great body.
Killer.
Yeah, flat abs. Nice. How's her cans? Nice.
They're nice. They're
Yeah,
good.
yeah. They're holding up.
What do you mean they're good?
That was great because you were all in bikinis, so you really get to...
Really.
check
How's
them.
your wife looking at bikini?
She looks great.
Good.
She got rid of that baby fat?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right off. What do you think?
Checking out some girl from Beverly Hills 90210. She was in a bikini.
No, that's your I met her.
Yeah.
That's your wife's friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah. There was a lot
She
of...
was in a bikini too?
Craig's girlfriend. See Craig's girlfriend?
Oh, man.
Everybody saw her. She did, one of the girls that was there was
What was it
really hot.
embarrassing for some of the broads who don't look that good? Like, what were they wearing? One
No,
piece?
because you just see, people didn't, not everybody got,
Ted.
not
A
everybody,
skirt? Like one of those baby suits with a
Yeah,
skirt?
with a skirt
Put a
on
little skirt on it.
it's like survival of the fittest, Howard. The
What'd
only
your
thing-
wife wear? She wear a bikini?
No, my wife's pregnant,
His
remember?
wife is very pregnant. She must be more than 3 months. She's very pregnant.
Oh, really?
Closer to 4.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Eating up a storm, huh? Yeah. Looking 6 months pregnant. She's
I don't know, she just gets,
She looks fine. She's just very pregnant.
Hey, hey. I bet you this kid's got big teeth.
but it was like, it was like if you
Baba
couldn't get in a
Booey. Baba
bikini,
Booey, yeah.
then you just didn't.
Right.
You know, it was the girls that knew they looked good that, you know, got right into those bikinis.
And don't you think that's a bit obnoxious when John plans a wedding so that, like the 5 girls who look good in the bikini are going to have a great time because they're running around in this hot weather
Yeah.
in these bikinis and showing off. But meanwhile, everyone else is like kind of standing there feeling kind of fat and old.
All right, let's, you
Well, look
know.
at me. I'm a huge, so I don't, you know.
Yeah, but you're a
But
guy.
guys don't care.
Guys don't care.
I know.
It's a man's world.
Like one of his buddies was there, and his girlfriend was unbelievably hot, and she was doing like costume changes. Because at one point,
Right.
my friend said, "Check out the girl in the purple dress," and then she wasn't wearing a purple dress anymore. It was like a different dress.
Right.
Before it got to the bikini.
Yeah.
Oh, she had like 5 outfits.
And it was one of those dresses where every inch was cut out. You know, diamond in the middle, cut out. You know, plunging back lines.
I need that. What's he do for a living?
He's executive vice president of Land Records.
Oh, yeah. Who's that?
Craig Cowman. He's in the paper.
That's his wife or his girlfriend?
Girlfriend.
He's getting married in September.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Can't blame her.
She used to be an MTV dancer.
Just stunning.
Yeah? Yeah.
Because like one of the guys I was with was looking at her, and then, you know...
I'll match up Melanie Griffith against her.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Really?
Yeah, no,
Tough one?
No, Howard, the age difference alone.
Really?
Yeah, she's got to be like, what,
I'm
23?
telling you, Melanie looks good.
27, maybe.
There's the report on the wedding.
That's some wedding. Jackie and Nancy stole the show.